If you're watching this right now, you're probably a guy who could be watching other dating content creators that tell you you have to be more. Bro, come on. If you want the high value woman, you have to be a high value man. You got to be in great shape, have 6 figures of income, right? Be this, be that. And what this does is it prolongs your dating success because you think you have to become before you get what you're looking for. And I made a video about this, and I want to bring it up here right now, where I said, I wish there was a way to look at a woman, do this, and it does a scan, and it pulls up all her history of all the guys she's dated and what they look like, what she did for them, like legit a whole like Carfax, but for women, right? If you read that Carfax, you'd throw up. You're like, wait a minute. The barista got with her? Wait a minute. The bartender at her restaurant got with her? Like, you'll start to realize, wait a minute. These guys aren't high value. It's not like she's only sleeping with Fortune 500 CEOs, right? So in this video today, I want to go over all of the mindsets that could be holding you back, because a lot of you guys watching this are enough. You are. But you think you have to be more to attract your dream partner. And what happens is you go on monk mode and you lock in for years and years. And as you prolong the relationship part of your life, it just makes it harder to get back into. So let's get into this video. The first thing I want to talk about is getting in shape. Now, am I saying that if you're fat, you should just stay fat? No. What I'm saying is you should try to get in the best shape for yourself, so you can stay around long enough to have grandkids and see them graduate high school. But what I don't want you to do is go, hey, bro, I'm like 16% body fat. I'm going to wait to date girls till I'm 12 or 11. And the problem with this mindset of thinking that you have to be in like this tip-top shape to get girls is you start to go out to bars and clubs or just, Target, Whole Foods, right? And you see very pretty women and you look at their boyfriend or husband, you're like, wait a minute, he bagged that? And it starts to make you question reality, because in your head, oh, this dating content creator said I had to be XYZ, 10% body fat, visible abs, right, to get girls. But then I see guys out and about getting these girls, but they're not that, right? Or it's even worse, and this is a point I'll keep bringing up, is that you get to your ideal body fat percentage. You get to that ideal body type, that action figure, movie star body type. And then you go out to, a bar or go out to a social setting and girls don't talk to you. They walk right by you. You try talking to a girl. She rejects you. You're like, wait a minute. I thought once when I had this ideal physique, women would like me more. And all it does is it starts to make you resent the game. It makes you even possibly resent women, which I don't want ever to happen. And I don't want you to think that once when you achieve X, you get Y. Guys, I'm sorry. With women, there's no guarantees. Zero. I can almost guarantee if you work very hard in school and get good grades, you will get a good job, right? But with women, you can make $1 million a year. You can have a six-pack abs, very low body fat percentage. You can be super charismatic and still not get girls. Why? Because you're missing the internal work, right? Which we'll get into in this video. But if you're missing the internal, the external things like your money and your physique won't matter. So the whole point of this topic I'm bringing up right now is don't think that you have to get to an ideal body fat percentage to unlock women. Guys, there are guys who I personally coach who have a bit of a beer belly, but they're triple booked Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Why? They're very charismatic people. The coaching I gave them, right, with the mindset, they just go after it. They think they're that guy, therefore they attract the women that they think they deserve, right? So he is also trying to lose weight, so good for him, but he has a beer belly and he's triple booked Friday, Saturday, Sunday. So if you're somebody who's like, 15% body fat trying to get to 10%, just know, don't think once you get to 10% body fat, you're going to unlock attractive women, because I have clients that have beer bellies and they're getting dates all throughout the weekend. So keep that in mind. Point number 2, you have to make even more money to get that high value chick. So here's the thing. Again, Am I saying if you're like middle class, like you're making 70K, 60K, stay there? No. Do that for yourself. That's the biggest overarching thing I want to talk about is if you do these things, don't do these things because you think you'll get women at the end of it. Do these things because that's what you truly want to do. I want to make money not for some chick. Hell no. I want to make money to prove it to myself that I'm capable of doing it. I want to be able to set my family up for long-term success. Set my kids up. Me grinding, making these videos and doing content and coaching people full time, it's not to make money to impress them. I could care less because I was getting girls when I was broke. You know what I'm saying? So since I was getting girls when I was broke, I know this money shit doesn't matter, right? So here's a popular saying. Hey man, when you get your bag up, when you start making all that money, they're gonna come. No, they're not. The only way women will come into your life when you have money is if you're using it as a lead magnet. For all my business guys out there, if I'm on Instagram, right? And I'm showing, me shopping for Rolexes. I'm showing me, constantly, in nice places, vacations, and I'm, doing bottle service. Yes, that will attract women, but they're there for the experience that you provide. If you said, hey, come over to the house and watch a movie, they tell you no. Nah, I want to do that shit you were doing on your Instagram story. Let's go to a nice restaurant. Let's go to the club. Let's buy bottles. Can I bring my girlfriends? They're looking at you like a walking wallet. It's similar to the girl who posts nothing but ass pics on social media, but expects some guy to come in and, sweep her off her feet. The guy's like, nah, I want to see you in those clothes that you have on Instagram. It's the same thing, right? Unless you are flaunting your money and marketing yourself as this like guy that does tricks on women, you're not gonna get women, ever. And here's a step further. Let's just say you are a guy who's successful watching this. You're making over 100K plus. Women only care about your money when you're spending it on them. If you're not spending it so they can go to the salon, so they can go to Pilates, so they can buy green juice, so they can go to the club, right? If you're not spending it on them, they don't care. And I know a lot of you watching this, if you've been watching my content for a while, you're not out here tricking. Since you're not out here tricking, your money is damn near irrelevant. Literally, And what happens is when guys start getting money, what they start doing is they start upping the lifestyle of their dates. So before when they're, middle class, they go to a small bar in town and the bill's like 50, 60 bucks. But when they start making money, they go to a restaurant, spend $250. And they think, well, it's okay. I got it now. But here's the kicker. You're setting yourself up for a standard where girls now expect nice restaurants every single time. And on top of that, there are girls out there who don't really like you. They just don't have any groceries in their house and you're offering a 5-star meal. So they'll go. So when you have money, you want to make sure the girl is interested in getting to know you. She sees you as the experience. She sees you as the person she's really trying to get to know. And then the experiences, you gift her experiences as she shows up consistently and is on your program. A lot of men are flipping it where they shower the woman with grand experiences up front. And then when he tries to ease off a bit and go, hey, come over and watch a movie, she's like, whoa, 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 whoa. No, like we've been, 5-starring and going out to nice places. Nah, I don't want to go back to your house. I want to go on another dinner date. Then you start to realize, damn, this girl was never really into me. She was into the experience that I was able to provide. So guys, when you start making money, understand, number one, they don't care unless you're spending it on them. Number two, yeah, you'll get women all right, but you have to be able to market yourself properly to where they see you. You're out throwing money on expensive dinners every night. You're posting on social media. You're at the club buying bottles. Yes, that will attract women for sure, but the wrong types of women. You want a girl that you approached her out in public, you smelled nice, you looked attractive, and she was into you. Then she finds out on the third or fourth date that you're doing really well. But on the first date, guys, relax. I know you got the money, but that doesn't mean you have to spend a lot on her, because she may be more into the experience you're providing and not you. The next trap guys get themselves into is they feel like they have to have a bit more to show for, right? Let's just say they're living in like a meager apartment with roommates. They feel like they have to have a penthouse or a house before a girl will take them serious, or they have to have a better lifestyle or a better car. Guys, I know you're thinking I'm tripping, but I've talked to these guys on these calls face to face, and they genuinely thought they had to have more in order to attract them. Again, back to my first point of this video, there are girls that had sex with guys where he was couch surfing. There are girls out there that had sex with guys who don't have a dollar to their name. If anything, they're paying the bills. I'm telling you guys, if you have female coworkers or maybe a sister, talk to them about the dumb things they've done for men, and you'll start to realize, wait a minute, a lot of these guys are underqualified, but they're killing it more than you, who is qualified, right? Here's the next thing that I can talk about in regards to stuff. Stuff is a black hole. You get out of that meager apartment with your roommates and you got your own spot. But the spot you can provide, you can afford on your own is like meager. It's nothing too crazy. Now you think you need the floor to ceiling windows. Now you need, the penthouse. Then you get that. Well, it's not a house. You see what I'm saying? You just continuously chase this bigger and bigger shiny object, and you never think you're enough. And that's the only problem with thinking that you have to have a bigger house or a nicer car. Because another thing too is, why are you basing your value in external things? I'd argue a girl would much rather have a guy that thinks he's that guy without it than a guy that only can be confident when he has nice things. So I believe your confidence should come from the inside. You think you're that guy based off all the hard work you have done, not because of the stuff that you own. So again, my point is, with this point I'm making is, you are probably overqualified or qualified. You don't need a bigger house. You don't need a faster car. All these things are what you think you need. And once when you get them, they just become normal. And now you want the next best thing. I promise you, with what you have right now, you could attract your dream girl. But if you're somebody that thinks, oh, I'll have her when I have X, Y, Z, bro, you'll just self-sabotage and think you need the next best thing. And it's a never-ending cycle, and you never feel truly confident with any girl you're with because you feel like, why is she with me? I don't even have X, Y, Z yet, which will make you show up really bad in your relationships. It's hard for you to approach women because you don't even like yourself. You think you have to have X, Y, Z to feel good about yourself. You see what I'm saying? So this brings me to my last point is, you're probably wondering, Chad, I'm still grinding. Maybe I'm young, or maybe you're older, you're 30 plus, and you feel like you still have more in the tank. There's still more goals to get to. I felt like I was that guy when I didn't have much to show for it. Why? Because I knew where I was going. If you took myself now and you brought that 21 version of myself and sat him next to me, we'd have a very similar mindset. I'm 28, almost 29, guys. And the reason why I brought that up is because when girls I used to mess with back when I was younger, and they come over to my spot and they see my car and they see how I'm living, they're like, damn, Chad, I always knew you were gonna do this. Now, could they be lying? Of course. But what if they're being serious? And the reason why I brought that up is because they knew, based off of my personality, where I was, the things I talked about, the goals I had, I'd get there eventually. And I did, right? So I always thought I was that guy because I carried myself that way. I thought I was that guy even when I didn't have everything. I thought I deserved the baddest girls. I thought I deserved, the most attractive women, right? All because I knew where I was going. I knew the goal I was trying to reach, and I knew what kind of man it took to get there, and I was cultivating that every single day. It's almost like I was like a Tesla stock or an Amazon stock. It's like, listen, bet on me because I know where I'm going in the future, so bet on me now, versus a guy like you maybe watching this video who doesn't think he's that guy because he doesn't have X, Y, Z. I thought I was that guy because I knew I was going to have it regardless, right? Don't have material things be what green lights your confidence. It can't be that way. You know what I'm saying? When I finally get my nice house, when I finally get my Lambo, it's not going to be like, oh my God, I'm more confident. I'm like, Jesus Christ, like this should have came sooner because I knew I deserved it. If you gave me a Lambo right now, I'd be like, well, yeah, no shit. I've been posting on social media for only 5 years plus. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I feel like I deserve it already. It's not like when I get the house or I get the car, now I feel confident. No, I feel like I've deserved this stuff for years. So when I had it, it wasn't like my confidence rose. It didn't, because I knew I already deserved it. That stuff doesn't greenlight my confidence. I already have it. And when I get it, it's like, yeah, well, of course I have it. Like, why wouldn't I not have it? When I get my dream girl, I'm like, duh, I deserve my dream girl 5 years ago. You know what I'm saying? But I'll wrap it up with this, guys. If you think that you're not enough with what you have now, I promise you, when you get the stuff that you think you want, it'll just become normal and you'll crave the next thing and the next thing. And it's a never-ending cycle, and you'll never be truly confident. So obviously, I'm not talking to you face to face, but ask yourself, okay, if I'm not confident and I don't think I deserve women, what would have to happen? And if you start saying, oh, a bigger car, a faster car, or a nicer apartment, then that you have to really go deeper than that, because that's surface level. What's going on in here to where you think that you don't deserve it? And don't say cars and stuff like that, because that's definitely not it. But if you want to talk to me about this face to face over a Zoom call, I will leave a link down below. I love helping you guys out. And if you're not sure, what I do is I help guys achieve their dream dating life by optimizing their social media, dating app profile, and in-person approaches, so they can start getting on at least 1 to 2 dates a week with girls they actually find attractive. If you need more info on that, I'll leave a link down below. It was a great time talking to you guys, and I'll talk to y'all soon. Peace.